It's a Victory Monday, baby, but we also have some serious business to attend to, but we'll try to enjoy this Jets-Titans win for a little bit longer and turn the page to the New England Patriots. Let's roll on a Victory Monday, Jet fans.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
I made it clear that my intention was to play, and my intention was to play for the New York Jets.
Hey, what's poppin', everybody? My name is Paul Weston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. And, folks, I know that it's somewhat a somber morning for obvious reasons. We'll get into that in just a second, but we got to celebrate them when they come. It is a Victory Monday, baby. And shout out to Homage for providing the Victory Monday shirts. If you'd like to pick up your Victory Monday shirt, YouTube description down below, the final link in the YouTube description. You can click that link, go straight to Homage, and buy your Victory Monday shirt today because, spoiler alert, you're going to be wearing a lot of these this season. A lot of these. You can also see it all over my social media, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, or YouTube community chat, and also in our Discord. You guys already got this link earlier today. Victory friggin' Monday, people. So shout out, Homage, for the Victory Monday t-shirts, baby. Terrific. And good morning specifically to the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby, which let's flip the switch right at the beginning of today's show. Okay. The emoji countdown. We are 43 members away from old Johnny Boy becoming emoji-fied. I feel like I make a different word up each time for it, but that's neither here nor there. But the point is that we're getting closer and closer, baby, to Jets Patriots on Thursday Night Football. You know, we can't enjoy this win for too long because we have to immediately flip the page. We got a game in a couple of days, for goodness sake. So we're going to have to appreciate this for what this is. And it was an awesome win. I think there was a lot of highlights. We talked a lot about those on the post-game show yesterday, from Will McDonald getting 3 sacks. Aaron Rodgers, I thought, showed a lot of chutzpah. No turnovers there. Mike Williams, it was great to see him make a brief but important appearance on a long second down play. So for him to turn around and do that, I think was super important as well. So shout out to our guy, Mike Williams, Garrett Wilson making plays when he could. And then obviously Braylon Allen, Breece Hall. They're beasts. They're absolute beasts. Absolute beasts. But before we get to our topic of the day, this what I'm about to play is going to bring us into our topic of the day, and it is this. Obviously, the big news yesterday, why this is a bittersweet Victory Monday for all of us, is because Jermaine Johnson is feared to have torn his Achilles and thus would be out for the remainder of the 2024 season. And the sucky part is we're just at the beginning of this thing, and Jermaine Johnson was supposed to be a key cog. He was supposed to be a piece of the puzzle as we went to hopefully go win a championship this year. And it sounds like he's not going to be a part of it again. Medical imaging today should confirm that outside of some sort of a miracle. But here's why I think it's about as close to official as we could get. I want to give 2 shout-outs here. Jermaine Johnson, after the game, spoke with the media. For folks who don't know, breaking down the fourth wall here, injured players don't have to speak to the media. They can just go home. They can do whatever the hell they want. They don't have to speak to the media at all. So credit Jermaine Johnson for even speaking with the media. He didn't have to do that. And there's a cool part of this on the first half of Jermaine Johnson's answer we're about to play here. And then the second half will confirm why I believe his Achilles is torn. Let's go to the footage. It's Jermaine Johnson after the game.
It wasn't fun, but at the same time, you know, I talked to my mom and my girl, my family on FaceTime when I got in, and, you know, they're just like, you know, go look in the mirror, you know, go look at your chest. I got a half-face tattoo, so, you know, I always pray to God before every game. I tell him to use me so I can serve others, and, you know, this just might be his way of me doing that, so it is what it is. It ain't cool, but, you know, he got the right one. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to help the guys out. I'm going to stay in it, bro.
Did you know when the injury occurred that was what it was?
Well, again, we got to make sure, but, I mean, yeah, I thought somebody stepped on me, and then I looked at the replay, and then nobody stepped on me. I was like, damn. But, man, like I said, bro, I'm in positive spirits. I got my crying out on the field a little bit. Probably going to get a little more crying in tonight. But after that, man, look, 24-hour, 48-hour morning rule with me, and then we back to work.
Folks, I've not torn my Achilles, but I've spoken to people who have. Do you know what they say? I felt like someone stepped on me, and I turned around and no one was there. It was non-contact. Again, I hope for a miracle. Again, God gives us miracles every day, but it sure sounds like Jermaine Johnson tore his Achilles, and again, we'll have official confirmation on that later today. So he is absolutely a warrior, and I want to say it on this show. Jermaine Johnson, Jet fans love you, man. You're an awesome player, but more importantly, you're an awesome human, and we are rooting for you, and we're rooting for this comeback, and we're rooting for you to get back, man, because you represent us Jet fans very well. We're proud to have you on the football field, and you mean a lot to this team and to our fan base. You mean a lot, man. So we're wishing you a very speedy recovery. But the other thing I would say that I really like, quite frankly, is that old Jermaine Johnson there said it at the beginning of his answer, that every day before a game, he prays to God and says, use me to help others. And he said, maybe this is God's way of doing that, and I'm going to help out my teammates. I'm going to stick around the team. And he's going to do that. So that's awesome for the players. They can use his knowledge. They can use his insights. They can use his film study. And so we're rooting for that. That's really cool of Jermaine for that. Which takes us to this, the topic for today's show. I know we're already 7 minutes in, but I thought it was worth it giving a tip of the cap to Jermaine. Now that Jermaine is likely out for the season, and again, I say likely because medical imaging will confirm that today, the Jets need help. Now, we can argue what help they need. He who shall not be named, his leverage increased dramatically, and I think we all know who I'm talking about. That's probably the first call for Joe Douglas to see if they can bridge the gap and get him in as soon as possible, and I would not be surprised if that happens sooner rather than later. No scoop on that, just my gut. But if, for whatever reason, like Hassan Reddick and his leverage camp say, actually, yesterday's price isn't today's price. We're charging this much now because you're desperate, which you can't put that past him. If that were to happen and the Jets go, damn, we got to find another option, I think they should go to free agency, and people have been talking about it yesterday. Yannick Ngakoue, man. I have a full article in the YouTube description down below. I think that it is a guy that you should check. And people commented because I tweeted out that article last night, and people said, Paul, why don't we just bring in Yannick Ngakoue? Why not both? Jermaine Johnson and Hassan Reddick were supposed to be on this team, not one or the other. So you don't have Quentin Jefferson, okay? You don't have Bryce Huff. You don't have JFM. And now you don't have Jermaine Johnson, and the solution is just Hassan Reddick. That's going to solve all problems. You're going to need multiple bodies, if we're being honest. We're going to need quality and quantity. Quantity in terms of the guys because you rotate so heavily, and quality because you rush a 4. The primary Jets defense is rushing 4 and hoping they get home. Right now, I don't know if the Jets can get home with 4 consistently, which means the Jets are going to have to blitz a lot more to overcompensate for the lack of talent up front now. Again, they got talent. Quentin Williams is really good. Will McDonald was awesome. But it's a rotation. You need enough guys in the room. And I know that Jared B., shout out to him, he's been saying Yannick Ngakoue for weeks. But after last night, after the post-game show, after the articles, I just sat there. I sat there at this desk. I sat there in my recliner, and I just said, let's look through the options. Who's available? Let's look through some free agents. And the name that rose above the rest was Yannick Ngakoue. Production, what he brings to the table, he just seems like the answer. Now, obviously, we're here in the middle of September. There's not a lot of great answers. It is what it is. There's not a lot of great answers. And that's what happens when you get an injury and you're suddenly forced to go to the grocery store right before a big storm, there's not a whole lot left. Not a whole lot left. So you just have to deal with what is the reality. So Yannick Ngakoue is a hired mercenary. This is a guy that just sacks the quarterback. Interestingly enough, for old Yannick Ngakoue here, the thing I find interesting is like he's bounced around a lot in his career. He's like been all over the place, but he's been wildly productive. It's not like he hasn't been productive. So I have no idea what the reason is. It's kind of like Jadeveon Clowney. Why has he been bouncing everywhere? But for whatever reason, he has. And he has played Yannick Ngakoue on 6 different teams in 8 years. But the production's there. He's appeared in 123 games. He's made 115 starts. He has 69 sacks, 21 forced fumbles, 142 quarterback hits, and he's totaled 224 tackles. Now, his contracts for the last couple years have been pretty pricey. Last year, he signed a 1-year deal for $10.5 million with Bears, and that was almost fully guaranteed. The last 2 years before that, he was with the Raiders on a 2-year deal, $26 million, $13 million per year average. The year before that was Jacksonville, $12 million per year. So he's been getting some decent money, very decent money. Now that we're in the middle of the season, maybe the price isn't as high. But Raymond Summerlin of Sharp Football Analytics listed Ngakoue as the best edge available, and I agree. When I look through the potential options, he is clearly a ring above the rest. And so he's a guy that I'd bring in, a true veteran, a true hired mercenary, a hitman of sorts that you just bring in to get the job done. That's it. And no real feelings about it. We just need a job done. We hire a guy to do it. Now, you could get Yannick and Hassan Reddick for that matter, because quite frankly, again, I don't think if the Jets bring in Hassan Reddick in 5 minutes, I don't think that solves everything. I think you need more than that. Especially now with Jermaine out. I think you need more than that. So I think it's going to have to be a blitzkrieg approach where you're getting some things from a couple of different waters. I think that's ultimately where you're going to have to operate here from. That's the God honest truth. I think you're going to need some additional help to figure this thing out and try to see what you're going to do. But Yannick Ngakoue is a great place to start, Jet fans. He's a great place to start. As my favorite Austrian Jets fan says, there's a lot of snaps to fill. Damn straight. When you think of Quentin Jefferson, Bryce Huff, and JFM gets traded to the Broncos. Bryce Huff leaves in free agency to the Eagles. And then Quentin Jefferson signs with the Browns. That's 19 and a half sacks right there. Just those 3 guys. And you had Jermaine with those guys. Now you lose those guys and you lose Jermaine. You got to find it in general. Jared B., why is Leonard inactive? Great question. The Jets must just see a little bit better, obviously, in Brady McGregor, because Brady McGregor has been active for both games. But maybe it's worth, mixing it up. I see Sharon in here, a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. Sign him. We need someone ASAP. And that's the other thing. Time is of the essence. We got a game in 3 days, man. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Boom. We got a game, a home opener that I will be at. Jets Patriots. It's going to be great. But, boy, we need to act quickly. If Joe Douglas isn't on the phone, he better get on the phone. We need bodies. Kevin says Al Woods is available. He is. But speaking of Achilles, he blew out his Achilles last year. And he's older. He was 36, I believe, at the time of the Achilles blowout. And he and his family had already pondered retirement before that. He may be donezo. But I'd be open to it, Kevin, if he wants to come back. Oh, the whole Lane Train here. We got to beat the Pats on Thursday night. Damn straight we do, Lane Train. Toot toot. By the way, make sure you guys join the Boy Green Coffee Club down in the YouTube description down below. It says join the Boy Green Coffee Club here. Click that. Booyah. You become a member on the channel. We can play the draft chimes, baby. You guys can also gift memberships. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a little money sign. Click that. Final options, gift memberships, and you can gift as many as you want. 1, 5, 10, 25, 50. Who knows? Again, we're 43 members away from Johnny Boy being unlocked with his emoji, which would be awesome. And hopefully we can do that before I meet Johnny for the first time on Thursday. That would be wonderful. So let's get those memberships cranking, baby. And also like the video, hit subscribe. That's a free way to contribute to today's program. We're less than 100 subscribers away from 7,000. which is awesome. We celebrated our 4-year anniversary last week. Terrific. There's Johnny Boy himself, a member of the club. Everyone smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. Damn straight. Let's go to Taylor Sterling here. Is there any info about CJ's toe? Could be a bigger impact than JJ being out if he can't go. Yeah, I am going to aggressively push back on that. In terms of him not like Jermaine Johnson as a 25, 26-year-old was our number one pass rusher. Yeah, him being out, Jermaine being out is a bigger impact. Now, I don't want to have a pissing contest here between Jets injuries. Unfortunately, DJ Reed is another one. We'll have to see if his knee could go in a short week. I'm sure the Jets would be tempted, quite frankly, to rest him again so he has additional rest heading into week 4 for Denver. I don't know that officially, but that would be my guess. And on the CJ toe, it might be tough on a short week for him to rally up. But I think Jermaine has a bigger impact, quite frankly, Taylor, to that. That's what I would push back on there. All right, Jared B. gifted a membership, baby. Let's get this party started. Let's take this down and update it because we are now 42 members away, baby, from old Johnny Boy getting that emoji of his. So let's do it. Let's play those friggin' chimes. There we go. Mongo Horse Punch. You are now a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. Wasn't expecting to read that one. Gotta be honest. But hey, different strokes, different folks. All right. Booyah. Flip the switch back on. We're 42 members away, baby. Mongo Horse Punch. That's unique. Mongo Horse Punch. I see. So, yeah, I would imagine if I had to guess that CJ Mosley probably won't go on a short week, but we'll see. You have Jermaine, who's going to be obviously out for the season. DJ, I would assume that they're going to rest him too. And then Brandon Eccles, he makes plays, man. When he's in, he makes plays. That was a ridiculous interception yesterday. And he's had a couple of pick sixes on Tua. Like, damn, man. Like, he's been pretty damn good. Pretty damn good, I'd say. Pretty damn good. Shout out to KO. KO, Paul, what's up, brother? You got to hop over on YouTube, KO. We need you over there, man. We need you over there. Subscribing and become a Boy Green Coffee Club member. It's great to hear your takes. I always see you on the Facebook page. You got to jump over to YouTube, baby. Richard Todd, 14, one of our favorites. Loving the early morning Jets talk, Paul. Appreciate you. We're live every single day, baby, at 7:30 in the morning. We'll open up the phone lines here momentarily. But yeah, again, our thoughts are with Jermaine. But unfortunately, and Jermaine knows this, the world keeps spinning. The Jets have to keep playing more games, and it is what it is. I like this from Sharon. This might be another future YouTube video too, but Sharon, a member of our Board Game Coffee Club, says, Clowney, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. Yeah, that might not be too shabby because Carolina sucks. They're 0-2. They've scored 16 points through the first 2 weeks of the season, and they've been pistol whipped twice. If they're just waving the white flag on the season, the Jets given, who you get a call? Jadeveon Clowney, and all of a sudden, hey now. And you call the Panthers, say, hey, we'll take Jadeveon Clowney off your hands. You suck. We need him. Maybe give up a draft pick. Now, it would probably be deflating to give up a pick for somebody you should have had just for a bag of money, but, it is what it is. And Easy said he just said that. Okay, Easy on the train for Clowney. That one could make sense with the Panthers, again, sucking. It could be. But I'm open to all options. Jadeveon Clowney is an elite run defender. I love Jadeveon Clowney. And in terms of pass rush, he'll give you somewhere between 5 and 9.5 sacks every year. Not bad. And maybe this scheme bumps him up a little bit. Maybe he's a double-digit sack pass rusher here. Who knows? But he'd be a great guy to bring onto the squad. If he's healthy, he's good to go. I'd explore a call with the Panthers, and why wouldn't they want a future pick? They suck. So let's see. Shadow Realm says, we have no business writing off any opponent on our schedule. Still got a lot to prove. Let me just, a quick Shadow Realm. I'm glad you brought this up. Because before the season, I wanted the Jets to pistol whip the Patriots. And I still feel the same way, to be honest. I still absolutely feel the same way. I want the Jets to beat the Patriots. But good Lord. I mean, look at the first 2 weeks of the season. They beat the Cincinnati Bengals. And then I didn't get to see the tape yet, but they play the Seattle Seahawks all the way to overtime? Whoa. Okay. That Cincinnati win was in Cincinnati. Like, New England, I don't know, because, like, before the season, I looked at that roster, and that roster sucks. But somehow they're getting it together. Gerard Mayo, a defensive guy himself, and, Gerard Mayo's a defensive guy himself, and they have a lot of those pieces on defense. But they've been playing tough, man. They've been playing tough, and obviously, I don't have to tell Jet fans this, but we had lost 15 in a row before that regular season finale last year. We got a lot of Patriots demons to exercise. We can't write off anyone right now. Now, the thing that I agree with on Aaron Rodgers, who said it in his presser yesterday, the good news is that the Jets should only go up from here, right? Like, Rodgers is only going to get more comfortable. This defense should only get more comfortable outside of the injuries, obviously. Like, this thing, like Aaron Rodgers said, we're going to look back at this Titans win, hopefully, and go, whew, thank goodness we got that. Because, like, paired with our other wins, maybe we're going to get here. You put that together, playoffs, and God knows what. Wins are hard to come by in the NFL, and the Jets found a way to win yesterday. It was gritty. It wasn't emphatic, but it was gritty. And there's a certain good quality to that. No doubt. Dade says, we have no pass rush, only 99. Will McDonald. Yeah, he had 3 sacks. Pretty good. I think Quinnen can certainly rush the passer. He's proven to do that. But you still need more, man. You still need more. You have Will. You have Quinnen. You got some guys, but we got to figure it out. John, great point here. Stop running 3 times in a row up the middle. I could not, but when they did that, I'm like, what? Again, I said on the postgame show yesterday, is Aaron Rodgers dead? Does his arm no longer work? Why in God's green earth would he ever run it 3 times in a row? And I love Brees. And then we got Braylon involved too. That was awesome. But for God's sakes, man, open up the run game a little bit with some passing, for goodness sake. Good Lord. Yeah, it was very odd. It's very odd. Alan. We love Alan. I said 3-1 heading to London is a must. Vikings in London will be very difficult. Yeah, I'm excited for the challenge. There's no doubt about it. I'm excited for the challenge. Hey, Sam Darnold. Hey, man. I thought he was going to do good in Minnesota. You guys probably don't know this because not everyone that listens to or watches this show listens to my radio show. We did our NFL picks before the season. You want to know what I predicted? Vikings-Jets Super Bowl. That was before the season. I was incredibly high on the Minnesota Vikings. So this stuff doesn't surprise me. I picked the Vikings to upset the 49ers on my radio show, baby. And also in our Discord NFL picks. I was very high on the Vikings, so this does not surprise me, baby. Does not surprise me in the least. I was on this train, baby. Easy, please don't give in to Reddick. Easy. Brother. Buddy boy. It's over. It's absolutely over. And I'll tell you this, Easy. I'll tell you this. I feel like, I don't know among all Jet content creators where everyone was at, but I'll tell you where I was at. I was as emphatic as you could be. Hassan, go kick rocks. We have the leverage. You can rot in hell, buddy. Like, we have your rights, and you're never playing for anyone else besides us. I was as emphatic as you can be that I'm never giving in to Reddick. But it is what it is, man. You have to give in to Reddick now. You have no choice. It is what it is. Reddick has the leverage. It feels gross that this is how he comes with a pimpling into one Jets drive. Willow, got my money. Got my money. You know, not great. But we lost. Reddick won. The only leverage he had was right there yesterday. That's the only leverage he had. If one of our key pass rushing contributors went down, Hassan Reddick's stock went up. And it went up dramatically. So I would imagine, and I saw Alan giving the numbers earlier, prior to yesterday, I was not willing to give in to the deal that Danielle Hunter got, which is essentially a 2-year deal for $50 million with 49 of the $50 million guaranteed. That's basically the deal he got. And I'm like, I don't give a flying hoot if he got that. Hassan Reddick, you're under contract. He was an unrestricted free agent where a bidding war ensued, and he got more money than people expected. But with how things are going, and Jermaine suffering a blown-out Achilles in September, you don't know when he will be ready. Now, the good news is if there is good news to have, I guess. Jalen Phillips, the Dolphin star pass rusher, he blew out his Achilles on Black Friday, the end of the game against the New York Jets. That's in late November. He was ready for the season opener. He was playing out there week 1. So if he can do that with 2 months worse of injury status than Jermaine, then maybe Jermaine can be ready week 1. Again, it's impossible to compare guys because, right, for instance, like Aaron Rodgers and how he looked to me from an Achilles versus Kirk Cousins and things of that nature. We'll see Kirk Cousins tonight on Monday Night Football. But, long story short, I was perhaps the most against Hassan Reddick that anyone could possibly be, and it didn't matter. The leverage is over. So the Jets have to give in to Hassan Reddick, and I believe they will. So I know that doesn't please people, but I just tell you the truth, the unmitigated truth, and that is it. All right, let's open up the phone lines. Let's get some of you crazy bastards on the show. Again, there's 500 people in the room right now. We appreciate you, and feel free to continue to make those memberships rain, baby. You guys can call into the show here. All right, let me drop that in. That is now in the comment section. Let me just pop that in real quick to replace our pinned message here. And it is now. That is the pinned comment on YouTube. If you'd like to call into today's show, again, it is the pinned comment, youtube.com/BoydGreen25. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We had a lot of new callers on the show yesterday. New callers, old callers, we appreciate it all the same. By the way, again, we are 43 members away. 43 members away from Johnny Boy being immortalized. And now let's bring him on and see that handsome mug right now. Days before we will see each other for the first time in person, Johnny Boy joins us on the show. What's up, Johnny?
Morning, guys. Morning, BG. Morning, coffee crew.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had my coffee yet, but we're chilling here. How to get the kids ready to go to school.
What a responsible father. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Make sure they eat their breakfast. They always have pancakes. They're bacon and some fruit in the morning. So.
Okay, nice. Okay, what a hearty meal. Very nice.
Yeah, but Reddick, it's happening, man. Like, I believe Joe Douglas last night was on the phone speaking with him. It was like, there's a blank check, write a number, and let's get it done. I mean,
basically, yeah.
As much as people are like, they're acting like Reddick's a bum. Like, he's not good. You know what I mean?
Or they're stubborn. Like, for instance, and not to call this guy out, but like Darren, who's a member of the Boyd Green Coffee Club, stop, Paul. We got a couple more cupcakes coming. Let Reddick sweat. We don't have, here's the thing. Our next big game, and again, all the games are big, but is Week 6 Buffalo. Reddick, can't show up on the Tuesday before Monday Night Football and say, he's just going to sack Josh Allen a bunch of times. He has to get into football shape. And with the Jermaine injury, we don't know how the rest of the pieces are going to operate. You have to bring him in as soon as possible and get him raring to go. So hopefully by the Week 6 of the Worlds that he's ready to rock and roll and make an impact for the team. Again, I hate that Reddick is getting his survivor secret immunity advantage because of a Jermaine Johnson injury, but that's the unfortunate reality of the NFL, man. You have to pay him.
Yeah, and I'm not so you're on the same boat, I think, with myself. Let's just say we sign him. He doesn't play until probably like Buffalo. Let him get all those practices on their hand. Maybe pitch count him in. You know what I'm saying? Depending upon which down we are at. Because, in Jets fashion, this would happen. We put him in.
Yeah.
Emmy. Boom. You know what I'm saying? And then we're and then it's just going to go nuts. Jets Twitter is going to be,
we would.
You don't pay this man. What is wrong with you guys? Look, and I'm pretty sure JD's going to be like, hey, we're going to sign you. We're going to give you the money. But there's going to be some injury clause. You get hurt or something like that, we can't be on the hook. You know what I mean? For you not being here during camp, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, I'm sure Reddick won't sign that, which is why I think he's going to get almost whatever he wants on this check. Of hey, man, if I step out there and anything happens. But this is also why, let's say they bring him in today. He's going to, I don't anticipate he's playing against Patriots. That's too short a notice. But then he basically have 2 weeks to the Denver game, Maybe he plays in that one, but I don't think he plays 100% of the snaps. And I don't know if he ever does. I think it's just going to be gradual. They're going to do the Mike Williams thing, where he's running around out there against 49ers, but we don't really see him outside of like his body. And then like he slowly assimilates himself and integrates himself with the team. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. She got a Jets notification. I said, "Is that in?" No, it's not in. Yeah, false alarm, people. It just went ba-ding, Jets. I'm like, huh? No. Nothing yet. But
And
again, you better be by your phones today, people. That's all I'm saying.
dude, and the other thing too, man, it's this. We won yesterday. I'm happy. Like a dub is a dub. It is what it is. But
yeah,
we got Thursday game coming up.
Correct.
We know that they're going to run the damn ball, right? You and I both know that that's gonna happen. Probably a heavy dose of, their tight end.
Right, Hunter Henry. Yep.
We know that. I hope Salah knows that, prepares for that, and he doesn't come into the game just like, oh shit, they got a running back that's really good back there. Maybe we should stop him. So a tight end. He's actually reminds me a little bit of a good tight end. Let's stop him.
Hopefully not. Right. Yeah.
I just hope he prepares for it, man, and because it's not going to be an easy game. Patriots, their defense is looking good, but we should come out with the dub. We should win, just like your pops has said. You guys want to make a statement. This is the statement games that you guys need to win. You need to go ahead. We took care of Tennessee. On to the Patriots. Beat the Patriots. On to Denver. Beat the I'm about to say Denver Nuggets, the Broncos, and then Minnesota. Minnesota ain't gonna be a cakewalk either. You know what I mean? Them boys are playing over there. But
hey, here's two things I want to throw at you real quick. First off, so like the Jets are 1-1 right now. If they beat the Patriots, are 2-1. Johnny, here's trivia. When's the last time the Jets were 2-1 to start a season?
98.
No, it's 2015. It's 2015, but still, that was 9 years ago. So that gives it. And you're talking about the Patriots. Okay, here's another. You might know this information, but I will see if you do or don't. The Vegas line has opened up for the Jets Patriots game. What do you believe the spread of that game is?
4.
The Jets are a 6.5-point favorite, baby. I'm not used to seeing this. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's what Vegas is saying right now. So, which it's crazy, especially to your point. New England's looked pretty good. They beat the Bengals. They pushed the Seahawks to overtime. Like, that's a little surprising. That line probably comes down by the time we get to kickoff, but that's an interesting opening line. That's what I'd say. Anywho, yeah, just want to throw those out.
I say this.
Yeah.
Boys, girls, we have a quarterback. Okay? We have a quarterback. We have a quarterback, and I can't stop saying it, but we have a quarterback.
You can say it all you want. I will never get sick and tired of it. Nope.
Smash the like, hit the sub. Let's get this emoji. I think they're supposedly having like 8 billion kids around me or something like that.
Possible. Yeah, it'll be up to Snowball. He's our overlord and emoji things of that nature. So, yeah we'll see.
Me up. He's like, hey, man, do you want to have like 23 heads behind you? And I'm like, no, make it 24, man. You know me, bro. I like even numbers. So
there you go.
Hey, BJ, man, cannot wait for the for Thursday. You, your pops, and Woody. We're gonna be a great time, guys. Everybody, smash the like, man. Appreciate you, boys.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Johnny boy, for joining us on the show. All right, we got all kinds of callers here. Let's get to you. Plenty of people have been waiting here. Let's go to our next caller here on the program. We've got Tony Alexio. What's up, Tony?
Good morning, Paul. It's a great day. It was a miracle win yesterday.
Yeah.
And we had on a real positive note, we had Herb Charles, a game changer. He was a game changer. The special teams coach is sensational, and it was really good. And then on the other side, though, we saw positivity from Rodgers, but he's constantly, he's rusty. He has to siphon out the garbage plays he's getting from useless Hackett, And then, but unfortunately, we still have Dr. Doolittle Salah dazed and confused on the sideline. I mean, that's a chain is as strong as its weakest link. These two are the weakest links. I mean, it was a scary game. It could have went either way.
It's
I
true.
mean, we pulled out one, but it was like a flip of the coin. It could have went. I mean, if it wasn't for the stop on the defense at the end, I mean that whatever it was, a 15-yard scramble from Levitz,
Mm-hmm.
and then they messed up at the end, but it was very close. It wasn't a the coach didn't help us at all. We need a coach that can help us. This is I hope I'm wrong, but maybe you can share some insight on this fixing this problem because I'm hoping Woody will pull the plug, and get somebody more
Well,
better.
it's the good news is, Tony.
Thank you, Paul. I know
Yeah,
there's other calls. Thank you.
no, I appreciate that, Tony. Thank you for calling in. Now, I will say, we won. Now I'm not saying there can't be criticism. There certainly can. Hackett doing run, run, pass, or run, 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 3 and out. Whoa, what in God's green earth? What's happening here? That's not great, obviously. And there's some solid management decisions during the game. We're like, huh? What's going on there? But they won. So I think they deserve a little bit of credit in a game that was 50-50, as Tony Alexio called it, that the Jets pulled it out and found a win. So, again, I'm not opposed to criticism of anything, and we've talked about a lot about it. Yeah, a lot of yesterday, to be honest with you, was criticism of the coaching staff. But bring the criticism. If you have criticism to share, that's perfectly fine with me. But we won. So we're 1-1. Got a great opportunity at home opener, which for those who talk about short weeks and things of that nature, sure, it's a short week for the Jets and the Patriots, but normally the lean is for the home team because they're sleeping in their own beds. They're setting up these next couple of days. New England, the ones coming up. Now, it's not an incredibly long travel. It's New England to up here, New Jersey, New York, but still, it normally favors the home team, which I find interesting. Okay, we have a lot of callers here. We'll keep going to you. Let's go to KO here on the show. What's up, KO?
Hey, what's up, Paul? Good
KO?
morning, man.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I got you, I think.
I don't know. I don't know why my camera not coming on, but I'm gonna fix that. But yeah, good morning, though.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, man. Like I said, it was an ugly game yesterday, but I'll take the win. I just, didn't like,
Sure.
the fact Jermaine Johnson got hurt or whatever the case may be. But yeah, we still got a lot of room to improve. I would say, definitely being more dominant against the run
Mm-hmm.
and better tackling for the most part. Um, well, we all know our short tackle is Quincy Williams. And actually, Jamie Sherwood actually flashed a lot yesterday. I like Jamie Sherwood. I think he's
Yeah,
really,
he deserves a lot of love. He
yeah,
stepped in for
yeah,
CJ Mosley yesterday and looked
yeah.
really good.
Honestly, yeah, and honestly, I believe that going younger, they look better without CJ Mosley.
That's what
Sad
some
to
people were
say,
saying yesterday. Yeah.
they look better without CJ Mosley. And I remember watching Jamie Sherwood play in college. Where he was a safety, so he
Mm-hmm.
has the skills to cover. He can play in space. He's a thumper. He definitely get hit. So
Yeah, when Mel Kiper talked about him coming out of the draft, he called Jamin Sherwood one of the best tacklers he's ever evaluated on film. And I went, whoa. And again, Jamin Sherwood wasn't a first-round pick. He was a mid-round pick. So that was
yeah.
bold words from Mel. I was like, damn, okay. That's a guy to keep an eye out for. And shout out to the Jets who have been developing him for years.
Yeah, man. And honestly, I think sky's the limit. I think we could be really good. Once we just first we gotta stop shooting ourselves in the foot as far as offensively. And
Yeah.
defensively, we got I'm not even gonna say that flag on Jermaine Johnson was BS. That was a clean hit.
Trash. Trash,
So
trash, trash.
I can't. That's bullshit. I can't even sit there and say that. You just gotta tighten on certain things. Offensive line, they're gonna get their continuity soon and gel because even on that stick stunt that who was it? I believe was it Simmons? It was one oh it was Harold Landry when he
Yeah,
looped.
yeah. He came around. Yeah.
Yeah, we looped around when he did a stick. If them guys would have had the chemistry together, they would have picked that up. So it's still early, still a young season. Salah has to be better. too. He has to be better. I think the zone isn't really working for us. We got to man up sometime and go man. And Hackett, he needs a lot of work. Like, you can't go run, then pass, and like, come on, like, for the most part, you got to be better.
Yes.
And I like Bruce. I like the Bruce Hall splitting at receiver. I love that. I want to see more of that, and I want to see us be more dominant at the line of scrimmage on both ends of the ball, because we know Bruce Hall is a big play always waiting to happen. So Garrett Wilson, he's going to pick up. I want to see more Mike Williams. I want to see more of that.
That was great.
We need more Mike Williams. And let's play the undrafted guys, the McGregors, the Taylor.
Yeah, I have to see the snap count today. McGregor looks like he's been out there, but Leonard Taylor III has him getting. Leonard Taylor
let's get them guys going, because we always get good undrafted players. We always nail them.
Seems that way.
Let's get these guys comfortable out on the field, so when it is their time to step up, they already got the feeling of the game. They're comfortable, so they won't be out there like a deer in headlights. And shout out to Aaron Rodgers, putting the ball where only his guys can get it. That's a big difference too.
No turnovers. That was great. We don't see that often from quarterbacks.
And it was a beautiful in the bread basket. It gets no better than that. So I'll take Breece Hall against any linebacker. And that's a bold statement, because you got guys like Fred Warner.
Sure.
But I would take him against a backer, because the guy is he's a 4-4 type of guy, and once he get the ball and over the field, he make guy miss. He can take it to the distance.
Yeah,
he noticed already. I'm looking for more of Will McDonald. He made me, honestly, he made me eat my words and humbled me with them 3 sacks.
Yeah.
Because them 3 sacks really made a big difference. Somebody tried to discredit. So, it was a cover sacks. Yeah, that's how it's a team game.
3 sacks or 3 sacks?
We're supposed to have the guys cover on the back end, so our guys in the front end can get them. So they got to help each other.
Right.
But listen, it's still a young season. I believe that we can really surprise and make a deep run. But, this New England game, they're going to run a ball at us. Even though I hate them from, all the headaches they gave me over these years with Tom Brady, but they always know how to get these good compliment, backs and receivers. They always nail them. I remember you go back to the Shane Vereen's, the Kevin Fulks, and Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. They always get their hands on these good backs who can play good in their system. And Ramondre Stevenson is an underrated back. I like him.
He is. He just got paid this offseason.
So
he can run. He can catch.
Down immediately.
Yeah.
And Jacoby Brissett, he's a seasoned vet. He knows how to play this game. So we got to be smart. We got to keep him contained, and we have to play good in coverage, make some tough throws.
No doubt.
So I'm pumped. I can't wait.
I can't wait either, KO.
It's gonna be
awesome. Are you going to be at the game on Thursday?
Our schedule favors us, but I can't get over the Veritas. I'm very, very happy to see him out there performing, because when he can be an all-pro guard, hands down. Minus the 2 season in the injuries, he's a vital piece on our offensive line. Shout out to Joe Tippmann, man. Joe Tippmann, he's born too. Sky's the limit with a lot of these guys. But I kind of wish that we would have put Becton inside. I always felt he would thrive better as guard. I always felt that.
I think they offered it to him
at guard and AVT at guard. That would have been an unbelievable tandem.
Well, KO, they offered it to him.
So
they asked.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I appreciate it, KO. Thanks for the call. Yeah, they offered Mekhi Becton to play in different places. He's the one who tweeted out, "I'm a left tackle." So I don't think it was like, oh man, why didn't the Jets think of that? I think the Jets thought of it, but Becton for whatever reason didn't want to, and good. It's worked out better, obviously, for him. I think it has. All right, let's go to our next caller here. We got a lot of callers. We'll get to all you guys. Big Green here on the show. What's up, Big Green?
Oh, how you doing, Paul? Let's see. We definitely need to go get Reddick his paycheck. Got to go sign him.
Sure.
I think we also need to go trade for some JFM. So
bring him back,
Broncos.
baby.
Yeah. Also, what do you think of Chuck Clark? Think we need to upgrade, or you think we just let him play up?
Well, yeah, I can't overreact to 2 games, but there's been moments where I'm like, because his reputation coming in was a sound tackler, and boy, there was some lapses or dumb penalties or this or that. So Chuck Clark's got to clean it up. I'm not gonna overreact and throw him overboard after 2 games, but he definitely needs to clean it up. It has not been pretty through the first 2 weeks of the season, and I don't know what great safety options going to be out there as an alternative because Ashton Davis, who's your third safety, has had issues of his own.
What do you think the score will be against the Patriots, Paul?
I want it to be 56-3. I want to beat the Patriots with a wrench. But after seeing New England through the first 2 weeks of beating Cincinnati in Cincinnati, and then this past week pushing Seattle to this crazy overtime game, it sounds like it's good for casual fans. If there's like a Rams fan who's at the game on Thursday, wow, this is a great game. It's close. Like, good for that random Rams fan, I guess. But for me, that means it's going to be uncomfortably close, which increases the juices. It sounds like it's going to be a tight game, which is uncomfortable. But as long as the Jets get the win, I don't give a flying hoot.
Yeah, I think we should definitely have Breece Hall out wide more, but I want Allen in the backfield just for the threat of the run. So we can throw it to Breece, throw it to Garrett, Allen, anybody. We can run it. Anything goes.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Let's get some more of that action, more creativity. I'd love to see it. Thanks, Big Green.
You there? I get disconnected.
What? Yep, I'm still here. Hello? Okay. Sorry, Big Green. But that's how she blows, I suppose. Anywho, let's go back to the phone lines. B-Mac, you're here on the show. What's up, B-Mac? Are you alert? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good. Okay. I just want to turn off my air conditioner, make sure it's not loud.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah. All right.
And then
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to turn my TV down too.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead. No. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, he didn't want to see. He didn't want us to see him get up and go over to his TV and then come back. Had to turn off the camera. Okay, I appreciate that.
All right.
Whoa, presto, like magic. Okay, great. Yeah. You don't have a remote control where you just kind of turn around and go, boop, 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 boop. You had to manually do it? I remember when I used to have to do that for TVs in 1996. What?
Yeah. Oh, the would be Mocus near my TV, so I had to get up.
Well, that's not very convenient. Is the remote? What's the range on your remote? Can it cover a few feet?
Well, I don't usually bring it with me when I call in. So, I see. I usually turn my TV down before I get on. I just forgot to turn it down.
That's okay. I forgive you. It's okay. Yeah. What's on your mind, my son?
All right. Well, first of all, incredible win.
Sure. Yeah.
I watched that game, and the first half, I'm not gonna lie, man, I was really, really nervous. I was like, are we going to?
That's right.
If are the Jets going to be 0-2 going against the Patriots, and it looked ugly. The defense, and it looked like last week they got ran down. It seems like the Titans were taking a page out of the Niners' book on the clock, keep Rodgers on the sideline, and in the second half, man, you gotta give them credit. They made adjustments. It seems like the offensively they change up some stuff at halftime. Rodgers he wasn't perfect, but look, man, this is why you brought in a quarterback like him. When he needed to be clutch, he was clutch. You know what I mean? It wasn't pretty. It was, but that's and as a Jet fan, how does it feel actually having a quarterback that can win you a game like that, man? You know what I mean? Like a minute left, just get a game-winning drive, boom, You know what I mean? Like,
well, I can answer that. I've had the great pleasure going to a lot of Jet games. I went to a Jets-Bills game in Buffalo when Mark Sanchez was still the quarterback, and we're getting to the end of a close game, and I turned to my then girlfriend at the time. I'm no longer with her. I found my one true soulmate. But I was with a girl at the time, and I'm like, boy, I think Mark Sanchez is about to throw a pick here. And she's like, come on, you got to be more positive. I'm like, I'm about as positive as you could get. And I'm just letting you know what I think is about to happen. And she went like, well, okay. And then he immediately threw an interception. And I went, I see. And then a Buffalo Bills fan behind me poured a beer on me and said, go Bills. And I went, yeah, thanks, buddy. And so long story short, I've enjoyed the spectrum of quarterback play. Of the Mark Sanchez at the end where you just knew it was over and you just like hid your eyes every time we went back to match, like, and then Aaron Rodgers, where I'm going to be honest, I had none of those feelings. I had confidence that he was going to be clutch. He was going to pull it out. And I think on that final touchdown drive, he was 5 for 5 for 74 yards. Like he was just clutch, man. And I had no worries, no concerns. He was operating at full clip. And to be honest, I've heard, I just don't get it. Maybe it's Aaron Rodgers color glasses for me, but the people are saying, Aaron Rodgers looks old through the first 2 games. I'm like, I don't know what you guys are watching because I am seeing Aaron Rodgers as Aaron Rodgers. And sure, is there a few times where he's like, where am I going to throw the ball? It's because no one's open. If they were open, he would have thrown the ball. Is that an old thing or is that no one's open thing? And I don't want to throw an interception. So to me, the people that are calling him old and all these other things, I'm just not seeing. So, yeah, it feels great. Yeah. Long story short, B-Mac. And you've only known great quarterback play your entire life. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan. Like, it's all been dandy for you. For me, I've enjoyed the spectrum. It makes it enjoy it more.
Well, first of all, shout out to Malik Willis.
Right. Another great quarterback in the Packers line. Thank you for rubbing that in. I really appreciate that.
Matt LaFleur, I think people need, that shows you that Matt LaFleur is pretty underrated. But
hey, he deserves a shout out. Absolutely. They beat the Colts. I thought they were dead in the water, so I got that pick wrong. That's for sure.
But but the whole Rodgers look old thing. Look, it's 2 games. You know what I mean? Like, give the guy a break. Like, he hasn't played football in 2 years, man. Like. Of course he's going to be a little rusty, but look, would you take a rusty Aaron Rodgers or a exact
or Tim Boyle or something? No, I got you. Yeah. And he's only going to get better. So he's only going to get more comfortable as we go through the season. Man. That's encouraging.
And he's not going to move and be mobile like he was, in his prime. But, I don't like. That's expected. He's 40 years old. The more older you get, father time's gonna catch up with you. You're gonna be, you're gonna, your mobility's gonna be limited. And like I said, I don't think Rodgers needs to be mobile. Like, look at his back-to-back MVP years. He wasn't that mobile.
He just needs to be mobile enough. I don't think you're gonna be like, is that Lamar Jackson out there? I don't think any of that's going to be happening. But if he could just do slight pocket movement, a little here, a little there, it's just like a little a salsa action, a little.
I mean,
a little this, a little that. That's it.
And guess what? At 40 years old, he's still mobile than Tom Brady was at 25 years old. So,
that's true. Like, and also, I want to address this. FFL 98 says delay of game criticism was fair, BG. Absolutely. The thing I was talking about is the old stuff. Like, people were saying he looked old. The delay of game, him pushing it there every time, and Saleh and the Jets coaching staff bailing him out on a couple of timeouts. Blessed be he. Because without those, the Jets are more compromising positions. Are they able to overcome that? Again, I'm not against all Aaron Rodgers criticism or Jets criticism in general. Sure, bring the criticism, as I said earlier. I'm just saying the old stuff to me didn't make sense. The delay of game stuff, absolutely. What the hell is going on with the operation? We got to get that train rolling. And so no doubt about it. Yeah, for sure. But anywho, what else is on your mind, B-Man?
Well, just to warn you, I forgot to warn about this, but me watching some of the Packers. Rodgers does have this thing of like putting the play clock down to 0.
Yeah, that's what Saleh said in the post game. He said, "Hey, you just got to kind of live with it." And I went, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, that one. And I think he's trying to trying to see what kind of play he's going to run.
Oh, sure. I'm sure there's reasons to it, but it's just kind of frustrating.
Now that one I do get. But people saying that he looks old and he's this and that. I just like give the guy a break. Y'all won the game, and again, it's not my place to tell Jet fans how to feel, but
I appreciate that.
Just enjoy the win, Jet fans. Enjoy the win.
Yes.
I mean, like look around the league. Like the Bengals are 0-2.
The Ravens are 0-2.
The Ravens are 0-2. Yeah. The Cowboys got their ass kicked. You know what I mean? Like a lot of weird things happened yesterday, man. So
collect the wins when you can get them. Couldn't agree more.
The Patriot game is gonna be. I do think it will be tough.
I think it's going to be close, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another heart attack, but I do think that the Jets can comfortably win, maybe by 10 points. But I do think it's going to be one of those heart attacks, and hopefully not. Hopefully the Jets steamroll them. And
right.
By halftime.
That's what I'm hoping, but it probably won't be. I appreciate that. Thanks, B-Mac. Thanks for calling in. Yeah, I doubt it's going to be easy. That's just the nature of the beast, but we can hope. And I'm looking forward to being there and meeting a lot of you guys at the Jets-Patriots game. From B-Mac to the guy who hates B-Mac, we bring on Darren.
Yes. I hate B-Mac. I hate his TV. I hate that he doesn't have a remote. B-Mac, download the app on your phone. You can control it from your phone. I mean, it's pretty damn easy.
Yeah, it's the 21st century. That's true.
It is 21st century. But everybody took up my point. So now I'm just going to talk trash about B-Mac for the whole call.
Oh, sure. Okay.
No, I'm not going to do that. I like B-Mac, actually. I just like to give him shit.
Yeah.
But no, we're not caving. You're a stubborn bastard. You say it all the damn time.
I know. Yeah.
And now you're saying we have to sign him?
Yeah, because this Jermaine thing, like, I felt good because I felt like we had a line with Jermaine, Will, Quinnen, and everybody. I'm like, you know what? It's not the elitist of the elite, like, hey, this is the best defensive line in football, but I thought it was good enough that, like, eventually Reddick's going to be forced to come to our line and join the group, and okay, not too shabby. Now that you've removed the Jermaine Johnson piece from the equation on the puzzle board, I'm reevaluating the line. I'm like, ugh.
Let's just pray that it's not a torn Achilles, because that sucks.
Yes.
And it sucks for us as fans, but just really for the kid, because he seems like he's a good kid, man.
Yeah, he's so young.
25 years old, 27 years old, somewhere in there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So he's got to go through all that shit. But that doesn't mean he's gone for the year. Aaron was going to come back on it last year.
I guess that's true. Yeah, that's so
we might have him for the playoffs either way. No, let that bitch Reddick sit out the first 9 fucking games. Sorry, I swore on your channel.
No, that's totally it's the internet. You can do that if you'd like. Yeah.
You're not on network TV. I think you'll be fine.
25 for Jermaine.
Stay
very
stubborn,
young.
dude. Stay stubborn.
Yeah. Okay.
Let Reddick sit his candy ass over there eating his Doritos, whatever the hell he's doing right now, while he's losing $14 million.
Okay.
Hey. Our owner is like a multi-billionaire, owns one of these big pharma, rip-off companies, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't care about whatever the money that his son wants, because he has it, and it's like pocket change. It's like you dropping a $5 bill on the sidewalk. That's what it would cost him.
Yes.
To bring Reddick in. But no, we ain't bringing Reddick in.
Okay.
Leave Reddick there. Get these undrafted free agents on the field and see what they do. And like I'm saying, we got cupcakes coming up. It's not like we're playing like, although we are the Patriots, bitch, still. We only beat them once.
Yeah, it's true. And the last 16 whacks at the pinata. Yeah, it's been a little tough there.
Yeah, winning once doesn't really make up for it. It's like when you actually finally got to punch in on your older brother.
Yeah, right. You're like, was that a fluke? What happened there? So yeah, we're gonna have to see. But I appreciate the pep talk. I needed this, Darren, and now it kind of brings me back more so to the middle line. Thank God, I needed this.
All right, well, stay stubborn, brother. Stay stubborn.
Great advice. I love that, Darren. Stay stubborn. I'm gonna crochet that on a pillow, put it on my couch. That'd be nice. We'll see. Again, we'll see what the overlords say. Again, I think we should get some sort of a reporter update today. Either he's coming or the Jets go, hey, what did we say last week, buddy? If you want some, you got to come to the facility, and then we'll figure it out. So we'll see if they hold the line, hold Mel Gibson style, or they go the other way. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. We got Chef Kevin Gilbert here on the show. What's up, Chef?
BG, what's up, man? How you doing?
Oh yeah, Jet season ticket holder. So I'll see you on Thursday then, huh?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, great. Okay, it'd be great to meet you for the first time, buddy.
Word. Likewise. Just want to say thank you for having me on your platform, man. Always appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm in South Carolina right now. We
Whoa.
just celebrated my cousin's wedding this past Saturday. So
congratulations.
I appreciate it. So if it's a little choppy, my apologies. Also, I don't know if you see in the green room with me, like I'm hearing all kinds of weird animal noises behind me. So I'm keeping on like turning around. I'm hearing some weird stuff.
And we should probably establish right from the get-go, should I give you like a hand signal if you're about to be brutally attacked by some big animal or like
just
a call?
yell, say something, man.
Okay, yeah, yell. Yeah, I guess that would be a very clear signal to indicate that you should run for your life. But it is great scenery, though. Beautiful. Where are you at in South Carolina, you said?
You familiar?
Yeah. I used to live down there for like 10, 15 years. Yeah.
Nice. So we flew into Columbia, and I'm actually in Swansea.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, I lived in Goose Creek in Somerville, so okay, very nice. That's amazing. Great. I just the humidity always that I don't miss any of that action. But South Carolina is a nice place down there. A lot of great hospitality and Southern folks. So it's a good time.
Absolutely, man. It's gorgeous, relaxing. The weather's amazing.
Yeah.
Really couldn't have asked for a better time. But it's almost like New York City folks where they think Jersey is just like cows and horses and whatnot.
That's funny.
Here, dude, it's dirt roads, man. That's what we traveling on. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, it's a different world down there. That's funny. When I had people visit, like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, man, this is what it is. Yeah.
So for the Jets, man.
Yeah.
I didn't see a lot of the game just because family stuff and whatnot. But basically, man, like we got to stop with the Salah hate, man, the Salah slander. I really don't get what people want. Like, what more do you want out of Salah? No, he doesn't have Huff, JFM. The Reddick thing ain't there. Lost JJ. Sauce got burned yesterday by Ridley for a touchdown. Like, what do you really want Salah to do? Like, I feel like with the adjustments that he made at the half, I felt like we did a little bit better. The McDonald, just working with him, developing him. You saw it came to fruition. Now, will he have 3 sacks against the Pats? Probably not, but, it's a trajectory that's going to go up, man. Just give him more playing time, and I feel like we will do better. The secondary has to clean it up because that was one of the strong points that we had last year was our secondary, not having Reed in the game. Like, I felt like the game plan was kind of just aired out a little bit where they did get a couple of deep balls on us, unfortunately. But I feel like just the defense, just be patient, man. Like, I really wanted, man, I got these right here. I was really getting ready to lose my bananas with these freaking people just talking so much crap about Rob, man.
Yeah.
Like, what's the option? Y'all talk about Vrabel being our coach. Y'all talk about Belichick being our coach. Like, are y'all really Jet fans? Y'all want Belichick as our head coach?
Come on, man.
Y'all stupid, man. Y'all keep saying that dumb stuff, man. Get me really pissed off, man. Like, we're right now, we have an opportunity to go 2-1, win a game against the Pats. Now we got that one game in the division. The Bills, they look good. Hopefully we get everything straight. The Dolphins, man, they starting to drown, man. I don't feel good about the Dolphins and their situation. So we just got to be patient, man. With the Hassan stuff, man. I'm like, man, I'm like, damn, we really need to pay this guy. Yeah. But at what cost, man? Does he want the multiple years? Because we don't know anything really.
Yeah, my guess would be like, especially now with what's happened. Like, not only are the Jets almost forced to come to Reddick, but in addition to them being forced to come to Reddick, Reddick's position has increased with the Jermaine thing. Like the Jets, you could, if you squint, you could say they seem a little desperate heading into where like ba-ding. Oh, that sounds like, I just got a text from Joe Douglas. Wonder what he wants. Like, like I just my guess would be a multi-year deal, and boy, that'd be a tough pill to swallow for Jet. It'd be the necessary thing because they're trying to win this year, and he's good.
Absolutely.
But boy, that'd be tough because that could have future implications on some of our guys that want the bag.
I'm with you because with the young guys too, it's like, what are we kind of showing them, Sauce and Garrett? Like, you could do this. You could do this kind of behavior and get a bag and get paid. Like but I think us as Jeff, we just gotta. I don't know, man. I'm just like kind of just speaking out of what we saw yesterday with JJ. Like that hurt, man. Like how young he is. Now, is that going to affect his money in the future, knowing that he did have some kind of injury and all that? Like, you just feel bad for him, but also for our situation on defense, where now it's looking like, kind of a little desperate, where we do got to like make some kind of move, some kind of gesture to Reddick and his camp about trying to get something to come through. So that's just the one part that I'm a little frustrated about right now, and I'm kind of with you, man. I'm like on the fence. Like, do we just give him whatever he wants, but then that messes up the locker room? Well, I don't know, man. And then it's just like, do we stand still, stand on business, on principle, and all that? Because how JD is, that could mess us up for the future too, with other free agents and other acquisitions where they could do this kind of behavior and they can kind of mess us up a little bit. So that was difficult. And then just for BMAC, I think that was one of his better calls. I feel like anybody who's a fan of another team and roots for the Jets, like you have no place in being negative, having any kind of I didn't think it was going too good. I was a little nervous. I was a little worried. Nah, man, out of anybody who's gonna root for the Jets with us, who's not a real fan, you got to be the most positive MFer out of all of us that are doing this, because all of us are in the dumps, man, with seeing stupidity. When they up 7-0, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be some stuff, man. I'm in Jake's Discord. I'm seeing all kinds of crazy stuff going on. I'm getting pissed, man. The getting ready to lose my bananas, BG. Like I was really feeling it. Then once we got back together, I'm talking about like, all right, I got my receipts. Where y'all talking? They're like, oh yeah, now Rob's doing his thing. He made the adjustments. I'm like, man, y'all some fake fools, man.
Shut up.
Stop with the stuff, man. Stop with the stuff. But I gotta wait. I gotta wait, man. This is, it was against Tennessee.
Yes.
Will Levis, he's not anybody. He looked all right, but we're gonna have some juggernauts coming up, man. We will see Josh Allen twice. So we got to be patient. Jet fans, rein it in, man. You guys know I'm a solid truther. Just be easy with the slander. If we see some losses being stacked up, hey man, I'll be the first to say, yo, this ain't looking too good. But let's get a couple of more games under our belt and then be more critical.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate it. Great call, Chef, and stay safe out there in the South Carolina streets.
My God, appreciate you. Have a good one.
There he is, Chef, joining us now. Folks, this doesn't normally happen. Robert Saleh is speaking literally right now, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of updates that are coming in. Shout out to Zach Rosenblatt, who's tweeting this out. So here are some updates from Saleh. Well, the first update from Saleh is there's no update on Jermaine Johnson. That's weird. Again, I haven't heard the comment, so I'm just reading you what Zach Rosenblatt is tweeting out. But Saleh is speaking literally right now on the Jets, press conference, and there's no update on Jermaine Johnson, which I find a little strange because, like I said, you would know, but we'll wait for more medical testing, I suppose. Robert Saleh said, quote, hopefully, end quote, the Jets could get back C.J. Mosley and DJ Reed on Thursday. Hopefully. But here's a concerning thing. Saleh sounded like, this is Zach Rosenblatt's words, that Michael Carter II isn't a lock to play on Thursday. We already didn't have DJ Reed against the Titans, potentially being down 2 corners against the Patriots. And the Patriots don't have really any good receivers. So that part helps, I suppose, but that's something to keep an eye out for. So some injury stuff. Again, Saleh, no update on Jermaine Johnson. That's a little strange. I think we're going to get an update today. He said, hopefully we could get C.J. Mosley and DJ Reed back for Thursday's game against the Patriots. And then that Michael Carter II all of a sudden isn't a lock to play on Thursday. That, oh boy. The good news is like I said before, can the Patriots take advantage of that sort of thing with Jacoby Brissett? I don't know. Jacoby Brissett seems like the kind of guy that's just going to take the kind of stuff that's in front of him, honestly. But we'll continue to wait and see if we get anything from that perspective. I'm checking the rest of the beat reporters before we sign off to see if there's anything else from Saleh that we can react to. Normally, anything crazy from Saleh would come at the beginning of the presser, so we'd see. So the snap count just came out for the the Jets Titans game. Let me just take a peek ski real quick if there's anything of interest or note. Let's see. Mike Williams, yeah. So there's a massive uptick in Mike Williams snap counts. He had 37. He only had 9 snap counts week 1. He had 37 this time. He played 65% of the offense. So that is a great sign for Mike Williams. We only had the 1 catch for 19 yards. It was on that long, second and long conversion. But that's great news that Mike Williams played 65% of the snaps. So terrific. That arrow is certainly pointing in the right direction. It'll be interesting to see how he bounces back on the other side. Jermaine Sherwood played 82% of the snaps. Now, CJ Mosley obviously got hurt in the middle of the game, but 82% from old Jermaine Sherwood. It looks like we might have our next linebacker next to Quincy Williams for the future, which would be a lot of fun. Will McDonald played 53% of the snaps. Quinnen played 74% of the snaps. Let me see. Michael Clemens played 50%. Michael Carter II only played 45%. Interesting. Let's see. Saleh, 44%. Tack McKinley only played 35% of the snaps. And then some of those other guys, Braden McGregor played 18% of snaps. Jalen Holmes, 23%. There's some of the nuggets. Shout out to Rich Samini for that. Again, just checking. I'm on Twitter right now, just trying to see if we missed anything else big from Salah. Go back to, let's go to Antoine Staley. I'm just checking all our beat reporters to see if there's anything else of important note. It looks like only Zach is the only one that's tweeting out clips right now from this, or little comments, excuse me. And it looks like nothing else from Salah that I can see. I'll listen to the presser after we get off air here. Okay, so that seems to be it from an update perspective. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the show. Shout out to the 650 people watching live. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. We're immediately turning the page to Jets Patriots. My boy Taylor Kyle, who covers the New England Patriots, he should join us tomorrow for a behind enemy lines view of New England. He'll be joining us tomorrow at 7:30. We'll have the show with Woody tomorrow evening. That should be at 3 or tomorrow afternoon, excuse me. It should be 3 o'clock. We're going to have another Boy Green Daily on Wednesday. We'll have a game day Boy Green Daily with James Goody on Thursday. And then I'll be heading over to Jets Patriots, baby. And hopefully I can meet a lot of you guys. That would be awesome. And either way, though, if I can meet you or can't meet you, make sure you guys show your support, liking the video, hitting subscribe, and joining the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby, and spreading the good gospel of all things Boy Green Daily. Enjoy this Victory Monday, everybody. It's terrific. It stinks for Jermaine, obviously, but we got to appreciate these wins when they come. Thank you for supporting the content, and we'll see you guys again soon. If you'd like to pick up your New York Jets Victory Monday shirt, it is the final link in the YouTube description. Shout out to Homage. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Take care.